What up, y'all? Welcome back to FG Unleashed. FG tapping in with y'all. Hey, man, make sure y'all hit that subscribe button, man. Hit that notification bell so y'all know when I come on and shit. Also hit them like buttons, man, if you like what I'm talking about, man. I really appreciate it, Today I got a topic, man. I was at work. I just got off work, homie, doing 12 hours and shit. I'm at work, so I had some downtime at work. I'm scrolling through my phone like, people do when they got downtime and shit, you know what I mean? So, I check out all the local, everything, you know what I mean? I see a lot of people on there talk about Cowboy and his situation. And, I tap in with all the different situations, but me and Alex Alonzo already spoke on that issue on Streets and Scholars, come out every Thursday on all podcast platforms, Spotify, iHeart. Y'all get a chance, go check us out on Streets and Scholars and shit, you know what I mean? And, but I'm scrolling, man, and let me give you a front story first, I remember back in the 80s, homie, like I said, I'm a proponent of gangster rap, homie. Not just gangster rap, but rap, period. You know what I mean? So I remember back in the 80s, homie, when we was in junior high, man, and rock box and rhyme rockers and, all them dudes, MC Motion and Def Decision and, all the local rappers, 5 Cent Mike, Juke LD, all these dudes, man, we used to go to the mall and shit, homie, and dudes used to battle rap against other little crews and shit like that, man. I've always been a champion of rap music, you know what I mean? And then, of course, like I say, all the rappers that came out of Linwood, you know what I mean? All them dudes, I used to support them all, Greedy G, the Comrades out of Linwood, N Hood, you know what I mean? When they was with, they was on Who Bangin' Record, Mac 10 label. They had a big hit. I always, supported them dudes. You know what I mean? And most of them was Crips. You know what I mean? So I always had them dudes back, but I always loved rap music, homie. Then the homies got to rapping, and singing and, things of that nature. Of course, y'all know DJ Quick was one of the first homies to pop out, that took it to that level. You know what I mean? And so, but you still had, when I opened up my nightclub, you know what I mean? I used to have the homies come down through there and perform. It was first time, we can have the homies showcase their music, Big Tub, Marlon White, Fudge Deuce, Sally B used to come rock the house, you know what I mean? And when Terry Carter and them had Heavyweight Records, you know what I mean? When Chip and Wacko, and they used to bring their artists down there, man, get on stage and do their thing. Mossberg, off the west side, man, Nellis, you know what I mean? I fuck with all them dudes, Second to None, KK and D, KK my nigga, you know what I mean? And you go to they video, Didn't Mean to Turn You On, man. I got about 3 or 4 cameos in that video. That's how I go back with, Linwood, Compton, rap music, you know what I mean? So with that being said, like I say, Quick was one of the ones to pop out and, kind of paved the way, for the homies, you know what I mean? So, I'm scrolling on my phone, and y'all already know what I see, man. You know what I mean? This YG Tyga shit, you know what I mean? And I immediately was like, what the fuck is this? And the reason I say that, homie, you know what I mean? Everybody grown, everybody can do what they want to do, homie. Everybody is men. But at the same time, like I say, when the game come through, they let it know this is Piru. When everybody know Quick was from that side of town, you know what I mean? But when YG came through, you know what I mean? Bompton on his hat, you know what I mean? Chunking up big P's, red rag around his neck. Y'all already know, you know what I mean? He had the whole world screaming 400, and that was YG. Everybody accepted him, the homies especially, but shit, the Crips, the Essays, everybody love YG. You know what I mean? I can't say everybody, but he had fans from everywhere. You know what I mean? No doubt, man. You know what I mean? But at the same time, when you come from my area of town, you know what I mean? And this me on the street. So this ain't no new shit. Niggas know me. You know what I mean? I pull up to the park. I pull up to anywhere. And if a motherfucker need, iron sharpen iron, homie. You know what I mean? So sometimes, you going to find me telling homies, certain shit, you know what I mean? It's a way we always done shit, you know what I mean? So, but this shit right here, homie, when I seen this shit, these niggas dressed in drag and shit, dressed like broads and shit, you know what I mean? I'm like, what the fuck? And at the end of the day, I believe it was a slap in the face from every Piru from motherfucking Avalon to Atlantic, homie. You know what I mean? These dudes don't also represent, understand that y'all just don't represent a hood. Y'all don't just represent the P. Y'all don't just represent Bompton. You know what I mean? Y'all niggas represent the West Coast, homie. You know what I mean? You know, like I say, that shit was a slap in the face, homie. And you the same nigga that had the singing, and I was singing right along with him. You know what I mean? We got the bitty back bracket, you know, and I was right there with it. You know what I mean? But I'm going to speak your language, homie. You know, YG, that wasn't boo, homie. Straight up. You know what I mean? And like I say, you a grown-ass man. You do what the fuck you want to do and shit. No doubt. This ain't attack on you personally, homie, as far as, you know, I don't have no ill will towards you. You know what I mean? I don't have no motherfucking, I hope you continue with success, whatever angle you had, whether it's a publicity stunt to try to get new listeners. I don't know what you were trying to do, homie, but at the same time, you know, you lost one too, G. You know what I mean? And I'm going to be the first to say it, homie. I don't hear nobody talk about this shit. None of the homies. We ain't sweeping this one under the rug. You know what I mean? I'm going to say what I'm going to say, homie, and that's what it is, homie. But after this, homie, you know what I mean? What the fuck it look like you coming out, Piru coming out your mouth, homie? You know what I mean? On some gangster rap shit. You know what I mean? You know, this ain't how motherfuckers conduct themselves, homie. Just as West Coast rappers, period, homie. This ain't what we do, homie. We always had our certain style and the way we got down and the way we did shit. But, like I say, you a grown-ass man. You don't owe me nothing, homie, and I don't believe you owe nobody else nothing, homie. Much more success to you, you know what I mean, on however route you take it. But at the same time, homie, you know what I mean, that gangster shit out the window, homie. You know what I mean? So, you know, go back to even other rappers, homie, you know, from the West. We always represented this thing, homie, with a certain kind of style and reputation that we had with us, homie. You know what I mean? So, you know, I think the line had been crossed, homie. And like I say, homie, I think you disrespected the coast, not just the homies, you know, but that's my opinion. That's how I feel about it and shit, homie. You know what I mean? So I just, like I say, had to get that shit off my chest. Cause like I say, homie, iron sharpen iron, homie. And if don't nobody motherfucker, if ain't none of your homies telling you, then I'm gonna tell you, homie. You know what I mean? And then if you got something to say to me, homie, everybody know how to get in touch with me. It ain't a nigga, the trees, everybody over there know how to get in touch with me, homie. You know what I mean? So, but at the end of the day, that's just how I was feeling about that shit. You know, I see a lot of faulty shit, you know, from the West Coast niggas in on social media now. I used to didn't see this, you know what I mean? So at the end of the day, it's more or less like you can't stop another motherfucker for being who he is, but you could separate yourself from, you know what I mean, you know, the bullshit, homie, you know what I mean, and separate yourself. When you see a motherfucker conducting themselves in a certain manner, homie, you know what I mean, you know, you got a choice to motherfucker move around, homie, and to be honest with you, feel like we dinosaurs, homie, you know, and you know, and for all you young dudes out there that's watching these dudes wear dresses, homie, in other states, and, you know, these dudes wearing motherfucking wigs and dressing like bitches and shit, you know, homie, I'm gonna tell you, be the first to tell you, homie, you know, they trying to water it down, homie. You know, the agenda seem like they trying to water us down. Hey, homie, it's all right to be masculine, homie. It's all right to motherfucking, you know what I mean, be a man, homie. It's all right to have some motherfucking hair on your chest. You know what I mean? You know, niggas out here getting waxed and shit and all this extra. Come on, homie. It's just certain shit, homie, that's still cool, homie. Still cool to, you know, like I say, just be masculine. You know what I mean? You ain't got to water down everything. You ain't got to feminize everything, homie. I mean, if you want to, cool. But don't let society make you feel like you got to do that because you don't. You know what I mean? Real motherfucker gonna be who he is, and he gonna be accepted just like who he is, homie. You know what I mean? So, you know, this FG, homie, getting at you and shit. Like I said, I felt some kind of way about that shit, just to be honest with you, you know, because I'm starting to see a whole lot. I usually don't speak on certain shit, you know, but you came to my neck of the woods with the bullshit, homie, so I'm gonna speak on it, homie, and I'm starting to see a whole lot of niggas out here do faulty little shit, and I'm thinking, do they not know no better? Is they homeboys not telling them? You know what I mean? That's what I'm starting to think, man. So, you know, hey, I appreciate y'all for tapping in with FG Unleashed. You know what I mean? Like I say, my boy done sent me the Square Business apparel shirts, man. Hey, homie, they fit great. I really appreciate it. You know what I mean? You know, and y'all tap in with me. I'll be back for some more, man. FG Unleashed.